Hello viewers, here is a Robeson Max, the fan. This is probably a 1990s model. Robeson is such a strange brand because pretty much everything it put out was just copies of something else. Very, very close copies. Copies so close that I imagine the original product must not have been patented. This one is kind of a cross between a Lakewood and a Holmes. This is a very, very Lakewood-esque handle, sans the texture that's usually on there. And this control panel layout is pretty much exactly the way Lakewood would do it, except this one says Robeson. And then the blade is a Holmes. This blade is very strange from an aerodynamics standpoint. Based off of the way the scoop is or isn't, I have a suspicion that this blade would work better when running in reverse. And I think that some people have tried that out at this point and did confirm that it works better in reverse, but I'm very curious to try it for myself. Kind of an interesting looking hub, like cone shaped. It has a Macmillan motor, which is branded Robeson. .1 the amps. I don't think that there's a... Is there a date on there somewhere? I don't see one. Maybe this is a little bit older than I thought. Maybe this is early 90s. I think by the late 90s, or even the mid 90s, the vents had changed on these motors to that smaller pattern. This is overall in pretty good condition. There's no missing slats on the back. It's not particularly brittle. Actually, very sturdy guard for being plastic. Reasonably thick cabinet. It's probably in between a second and third generation Lakewood. We still have holes for connecting a stand. There are not yet any holes for feet, so it's thick and heavy enough to hold up by or stand up by itself. We have this kind of strange looking information tag that says it's model 2393. 2.7 the amp, so there's still a discrepancy even on these. And it says patent pending, which is very interesting. I'm not aware of any other Robeson fans I've seen that say patent pending. I really have to wonder if Lakewood did not patent the blades in the second generation and third generation and I guess first generation eras, because I don't see how Robeson would have been able to make that blade and it not be a patent infringement. It's just so obviously a direct copy knockoff. And this shape is kind of similar to the third generation blade. Not exactly, but definitely some similar aesthetics to it. And the front guard is also in very good condition. And it is the same on the front and the back. You can see there's the notch for the cord to go out, so another cost-cutting measure by using the same guard in the front and the back. Not this exact version of the fan, but this blade is very nostalgic to me. The Holmes version with the control on the front right, I believe it is, was situated in the 5th grade classroom along with the Hampton Bay air conditioner. And I remember that fan quite vividly. And it's getting a little bit concerning to think that that was getting a little bit old even back then. And now it is 20-something years older. I remember when box fans like this, the 90s Lascos, even some Lakewoods, second generation Lakewoods, were still pretty commonplace. And unfortunately, the last 10 to 15 years, they've all gone extinct. It is a super rare sight nowadays in this part of the country to see anything besides a basic Lasco 3733. And it's even rarer to see one in the window, whereas 20 years ago, 25 years ago, all different kinds of box fans in the windows was still pretty much commonplace. I want to go ahead and plug this thing in and see how it works. There is a slight problem with this, which I forgot to show while we were doing the close-up shots. There's a crack in the blade. I think it should be pretty easily repaired, but there's a crack right there. I tried pushing on the blade from the back to see if that was a real structural problem, and it doesn't seem to be. So I'm comfortable testing it, but I definitely don't want to run it like that until we repair it. I have a suspicion that this is going to be horrifically out of balance. In addition to weird aerodynamics, these blades did not seem to have very good balance at all. And some of the Holmes instances I have of this fan and this blade shake worse than a Lasco Air King product. It is a polarized plug. Here's a look at the plug. Kind of a short cord. It does come out the bottom. It barely even wraps around the whole fan though. Maybe 5-foot cord at best. Very short. Certainly below average. Okay, we got the kilowatts meter set up. I have not tested this yet, so I don't know if this works or not. I just picked this up at Savers a couple days ago, which is kind of rare. Box fans very, very seldom surface in the thrift stores around here. We do, however, have a lot of osculating fans. The 2150s, for instance, show up quite often, but box fans, not so much. That don't sound too good, but it is working. No, it's not working. Well, what's happening is the blade is, dang bugs, the blade is slipping on the shaft. That's unfortunate. So this kind of works, but kind of not. The blade is pretty badly messed up. Now, I think I actually have a spare blade, one of these blades, kicking around. So quite possibly we'll have to replace the blade. But I'd like to try to fix it, because I just like to fix everything. So we'll try to fix it, but if not, I believe I do have a spare we can put on here. This actually would be interesting to fix, because we got a couple things to fix on here. We got to fix the crack, and then we got to fix the hub where the shaft goes in, which has been an issue on other fans as well. For instance, on the Lasco Weakness Minus, that seems to be an issue, and then also on some of the Edison fans, that also tends to be a problem. So I think it would be good to show a repair like that on video, because it is something that breaks from time to time. So that unfortunately kind of cancels out the testing on this. We can't really do any further testing, but we know the motor works fine. The switch seems to work fine. All 30 speeds seem to be good. It's just the blade that's busted.